Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile video. We are doing Blackwings now, as I said I would do before. You'll notice that the camera isn't as wobbly. It is still a little bit wobbly because it's on a really terrible stand, but trying to figure out that because it was very wobbly for the other videos, so I'm trying to get my hands on a tripod of some sort, but no luck so far. So we're going to see how this works out, and we're going to do a Blackwing profile. This deck is fairly complete, but not fully complete. There are some cards that need to be added, and there are some cards that need to be taken out. But for the most part, it is actually a full and complete deck, and it is ready for a good party battle. I love this deck. I loved it until a certain card was limited, and I'll show you which card. I don't know if the ban list is unlimiting it or not, but let's go with the monsters first. So first of all, we have an ultra rare. This is also a very pricey deck, I might add, by the way. This is where a lot of my expensive cards lay, or my good cards. So, Vayu, ultra rare Vayu, Emblem of Honor. Good card for Synchro Summoning from the Grave. Although the only thing I don't like about it, of course, is the effects. A second one, super rare. Dad, or Dark Armed Dragon. Good card to have, especially considering it's in a dark deck. Gotten this card out many times, won with this card many times. Usually once you get this card out and use its effect, people usually scoop on their next draw. If they don't draw anything, I can save them. Zephyros, the Elite. I think he's Starfoil. Yeah, he's Starfoil. Pulled him from BP. Pretty good card to have for just an emergency card. Also really good to use with swords. If you have swords out and it's on the last turn of swords and you have this guy out and he's dead and he's in the graveyard, you can put swords back to your hand, put him back on the field, and then redo swords. So, kind of a good thing. Really, really good card to have. Costs 400 life points to do that, but... Sariko! I do need another one of these in this deck. Maybe up to 3. I don't think he's limited at all, so... Should put 3 in this deck. I only have 1. And I need to get my hands on another one, or another card. But he's a really good card. Good to have. A lot of power behind him if you have a good spam hand ready. And Blizzard. I'm falling out. There we go. Blizzard. The emblem of the far north. I almost said the Emblem of Honor, but that's Vayu. Blizzard is a really good card. You can basically synchro summon a level 6 straight away. His effect... You can get a Blackwing, a level 4 or lower, from your graveyard back to the field in defense position once you normal summon this card. So you can normal summon this card, get that back from the graveyard, and just boom, synchro. So that's really good for a certain card, which I'll show you guys in once I show you the extra deck, and I'll point it out for sure. Koichi. Koichi doesn't really have much goodness in him. He's kind of a terrible card, but he's good for synchro summoning with lates, and my only level 4 synchro. I don't think he's limited anyway, so I should put another one in there, because level 8 synchros are pretty good as far as Blackwing stuff goes. Bora, really good card to have. If you have another card on the field, you can another Blackwing card on the field, sorry. You can special summon this card to the field right away, and he does piercing damage, piercing damage is when your opponent's monster is in defense position, and this card, Bora's attack, is higher than that defense position monster. Your opponent loses difference. This card is really good to get out with what I like to call the Shura-Bora combo. I'll show you Shura in a minute. Because you can normal summon Shura, you can special summon Bora, and then you can immediately XYZ for Utopia, or just have a fairly good combo with Shura's effect and Bora's effect. So, pretty good to have. Another Bora. And a third Bora. All limited edition Boras, too. Another Blizzard. This one. Gale. Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind is a level 3 tuner. Really good card to have. Good for summoning level 7s, I find. I've summoned a lot of level 7s with this guy. His effect is amazing. You can have, once per turn, you can have the attack and defense of an opponent's monster and it's permanent. It's not for one turn, it's just forever. They're forever halved, so if your opponent manages to be like, oh, Utopia, and you're sitting there with something less attack for 1, and you just don't want to go through the annoying thing of having to summon something to be able to beat it, and then, of course, having to wait a couple of turns to attack it and stuff, you can just, You just do boom, gale, have it, and just attack it from pretty well anything by that point. So, good card, really good card. Too bad it's only limited to one. The last board up. Right. Oh, my Shuras aren't in here. I don't know why they're not in here. I'll get them in a second. There's 3 Shuras, but I'll only get one. There's no point in getting all 3. They're all the same. Elfin the Raven, really good card to have when you have another Blackwing out. Good for, just good card just to have out. Got 2200 attack and stuff, and it's just, it's a good kind of a beater and possible synchro card, so it's pretty good. And Kalut the Black Whirlwind is, again, a really good card. I'm looking for my Shuras. Where are you, Shuras? Where did I put you? Oh, there. So, Kalut is a really good card. Works well in Blackwing decks in general. It's basically, if you discard this card from your hand and your card's getting attacked, or any time during your turn or your opponent's turn or whatever, you discard this card from your hand and pick a card on the field that's yours, and it gains 1400 attack. Pretty good if your opponent has like a 3000 monster and you just don't. So, really good card. But that is it for the monsters, with the exception of this bad boy. This is... oh, shit. The light decided it didn't want to be with me today. Come, son, come back. This is Shura the Blue Flame. Super rare, limited edition, awesome card. I have 3 of these. Shura basically is just an 1800 beater that's good for synchroing and XYZs, especially for Utopia. His effect is really good as well. If you attack an opponent's monster and destroy it, I think... yeah, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon one Blackwing monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck. That monster's effects are negated. Elfin on the field, kill something, special summon Vayu, effects negated, so you can use it as a synchro material without it being in the graveyard. Synchro with Elfin for a level 8. Done. Awesome. Good card. Alright, so... let's go to... we'll go with traps first. So we have... hold on, I'm going to turn on the big light. There. That is much better. Much better. Yeah, you can actually kind of see them. Alright, so... we have Solemn Warning, of course. We have Mirror Force, again, of course. This is not updated for the recent ban list, so there's not 2 Mirror Forces, there's not 3 Swords. Yet. Second Solemn Warning. Icarus Attack, really good card. Basically, if, say, I don't know, you could tribute a Winged Beast Monster to destroy 2 cards in the field. Really good if that Winged Beast Monster is just destroyed and you've already set this, you can just go like, chain, bitch. Of course, 2 of them is a must. TT, because TT's good. It's a rare TT as well. Wabaku, I really love this card. If you don't, you're stupid. Really love this card. I said that in my card queries. I don't take that back at all. Really good card. And... Bottomless Trap Hole. It's come in handy. It really has. Good card to have, I think. IMO. Alright, so let's move on to the magics. Alright. So we have a super rare, Heavy Storm. That's actually 20 bucks, I think, still. That's pretty crazy. I looked it up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint. It was really weird. Hobby League, ultra rare, Swords of Revealing Light. Really cool shine to it. More than that, I got that on a trade from a friend of mine, which is amazing. Night Beam, ultra rare. Again, really good. It's basically MST without being able to like trigger anything to negate it or anything. So you can't do anything in response to it. So I couldn't activate Icarus Attack to it, I guess would be the thing, or I couldn't activate like Wabaku or anything. Pot of Duality, because everybody needs a pot. Monster Reborn, everybody needs that. Mystic Space Typhoon, because, yeah. Foolish Burial, that's good for Vayu or Sariko. You can get them to the graveyard quickly to be able to synchro summon from the grave. Really good card. It's literally, the explanation is, send 1 monster card from your deck to your graveyard. That is it. MST again. A third MST. I think those are getting limited. I don't know. I have to check. This card is the key to this deck, and it's a shame that it's still limited. I don't know if it got semi-limited or anything. I have to check that ban list when it comes out, the actual ban list, because there's so much speculation of what is, what isn't, what probably is, what probably isn't, what's becoming new, old, blah, blah, blah. So, with any luck, this card will get at least back to semi-limited, so there can be 2 in this, because this card it's amazing. Basically, I'll read you what it does. When a Blackwing monster is normal summoned onto your side of the field, you can add 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand that has less attack than that monster. Basically, what this allows you to do is just murder everything. You can summon a Shura, get a Bora to your hand, special summon that Bora, you're done. You don't even have to get the Bora and Shura in your hand at the same time with this card. You can synchro summon very easily with this card. Say I get... Let's say I get a Shura on the field, and I want to synchro summon for level 7. I can just get Gale out, I can use Gale's effect, synchro summon for level 7, I've got a level 7. If I want a level 8, I special summon pretty well any level 4s I have, so Bora, Shura, anybody like that. And I can pull a Koichi from my deck and summon it next turn, and boom, there's a level 8 on the field that kicks ass, like, I don't know, Void Ogre Dragon, Blackwing Dragon, stuff like that, and it's just boom, boom, boom. It's such a good card, and it's amazing. It's a game changer, game saver, and if it's destroyed, it's a game ender. Oops. We have Allure of Darkness, which I'm probably just going to take out because it's not been very useful to me. Dark Hole, of course. And Creature Swap. And finally, Book of the Moon, because Book of the Moon is good. Alright, let's get to the extra decks. Alright, so the extra deck. The extra deck is pretty interesting. We have a Blackwing Dragon that isn't from the tin, actually. Yeah, it isn't, because the tin one's secret rare. So this is a Blackwing Dragon, awesome card, level 8 synchro, good effect. Whenever you take damage from a card effect, place 1 black counter. This card loses 700 attack. Once per turn, you can remove all black feather counters from this card. To have 1 face-up monster your opponent controls lose 700 attack for each black feather counter, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack lost by that monster by this effect. Excuse me. Good card. Even if it's just a beater, it's good. Vortex the Whirlwind, not very powerful, but has a good effect. When this card is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower wing beast type monster from your deck, so I can just summon something else on its place. And I have 2 of those. The level 7 I was talking about, Blackwing Armor Master, really, really good card. Cannot be destroyed by battle and does not take battle damage involving this card, so he's basically just, even if he dies, he's free. You don't lose anything. Another one, super rare. Wind Up Zenmeister, he's not used very often, but it's always nice to have him there just in case. You think you might be able to win, but you need something to hold it off. Gaia Knight, really good. Utopia, of course, Star Foil. I do have an ultra rare one. Iron Chain Dragon, because level 6s are good. Another Gaia. Gem Knight Pearl, because he's a decent level 4 if you don't have a Utopia. And this guy, the level 6 I was talking about earlier, Armed Wing. He does the same thing as Bora. He does piercing plus 500. So if he does piercing damage, he gains 500 attack, so you lose an extra 500 life points. Also really good if the initial defense, say this card, has 2300 attack, and your opponent's monster has 24, it gains 500, so it still wins. So, and he still loses life points, so really good card just to have on hand. But anyway, guys, that is it for this deck profile thing. I will do some pack openings and stuff very, very soon. So, I don't know, expect it eventually. I have no money right now, so no chance of that in the near future, but maybe very soon. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.